Pastor Kai here. We are on our men's summit right now. We've just had a nice little hike. Kind of just want to give you a view and kind of share with you something the Lord has just laid on my heart. And if you look over here, we've got a highway just right there that you can drive on. It'll get you to the top of the mountain driving your car. We also have a trail right along this way. I've seen a lot of bikers today riding that, or just people walking it. And they all lead somewhere. It's all paved for you. There's not, they all have their certain amount of work. Obviously, you're driving your car on there. You're just driving your car. Let the car do a lot of the work for you. If you take this trail, you don't really have to do a whole lot of planning. You just walk, and it will lead you to where you want to go. Another option, which for us, we decided let's not do the trail. Let's make our own trail. And we kind of just made our way all the way up this little ravine to where we are now. And if you look at Kiefer, this dude, he's on an amazing spot. He is out in the middle of nowhere, hanging off some rocks that look like they're about to fall down into the ravine. And if you can see, that's our campsite right there. That's where we started. There's Kiefer's van, Jonathan's SUV. You can see the trail right there, and you'd be like, why in the world would you not just take the trail? It's so much easier. Well, if you take that trail, or if you drive right along this way, there's no way that you can get to the amazing places that Kiefer's gotten to. You can't just experience the wilderness and the outside from these vantage points if you just hang out on the trail or you take the road. And what happens is it took a lot of work for us to get up here. It was tiring. We had a machete to hack through some thicket and whatnot, but it was all worth it to get to this kind of view. Look at that. Looks like Kiefer's about to fall off. In Proverbs chapter 14, verse 23, it says, "In all toil there is profit, but mere talk tends only to poverty." Man, we have made a pretty good profit, or there's been a lot of toil in trying to make our way up to this this awesome point here by the Molino Basin up on Mount Lemmon, and our profit is pretty awesome. A lot of toil, we've got a great profit. We didn't talk about trying to get somewhere and just wait to see if it would happen. We stuck to the road or to our own trail. We paved the way for ourselves, and our profit is pretty awesome. It's beautiful up here. So there's something to be said about hard work paying off. You can go through life just talking about things happening, and they're never going to happen. You're going to end up in poverty waiting for good things to happen to you. Yes, God is gracious and He loves us and He likes to bless us, but the Bible also says something about hard work, that toil leads to profit, and just mere talk leads to poverty. But whenever you look at salvation, man, it's a whole different story. It's a whole different ballgame, where Romans chapter 4, verses 4 and 5, it says, "Now, to the one who works, his wages are not counted as a gift, but as his due. And to the one who does not work, but believes in Him who justifies the ungodly, his faith is counted as righteousness." When you think of salvation, it flips the whole toil, profit, only talk, poverty on its head. And it says that Jesus, He's done all the work for us, and yet we still benefit from it. That we work. If we work, we're only going to get what's equal to the amount of work that we put into it. So there's no way that we can work towards salvation. We just cannot work hard enough to reach that salvation. But instead, Jesus did all the work for us, and through His grace, through His mercy, through His love, He gives His profit, His benefit, His hard work. He gives it to us. And that's just such an amazing thing to think about. Yes, there's something to be said about work and that paying off. But when you look at salvation, when you look at what Jesus has done for us, man, He's done all the work, and yet we get to profit. What amazing grace that is. And as we're just up here, we've done our hard work to get up to this awesome point. But when you think about it, just looking at God's creation, Man, we don't deserve any of this. This is amazing. This is all God's hard work, and we get to reap the benefit of it. So I just wanted to leave that with you and just let you contemplate that just on your own, and remember the grace of God, and remember how undeserving we are of it and how gracious and loving He is towards us. Many blessings to you. See you later.